Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Naquan Jordan, the AI protagonist, and today we're going to be creating 3D images using Skybox AI. So, Skybox AI is a prompt-to-image generator created by Blockade Labs, as you can see up in the top left, and it creates these beautiful 3D images. As you can see, if I move around, creates a skybox, seams everything together, and it's all done through text prompts. You can actually do some drawing to kind of guide the prompt, but we're going to start with doing just normal text. So if I bring up the UI over here, this is the text that I typed in. We're going to jump over to create mode or create new. And this is the UI that you would see when you're looking to create something. You got the move tool here, which is currently selected. It's easier to just hold space. You can draw things. You got the eraser, the size of the brush. You can clear everything, undo, redo, and then they have the different types of guides that you can use when you're drawing something. And then of course down here, you can change it from create new to remix. You got your prompts here and your negative prompts if you so choose to add them. And these are the different styles that you have. Remix is for changing the existing style. So if you don't want to create a brand new style, you can just remix, and you can do something like let's change it to daytime. Change that to daytime, and then we'll click on remix this. Alright, and now it changed the image to daytime. It actually added some snow as well, which is kind of cool. It's not exactly the same image, but it's very similar to the original image. And so that's how remix works. Now we're going to jump back over into the regular create new, get rid of the grids, and I want to show off this same prompt but in different styles. I got it in realistic right now, but this is the kind of prompt you'd see in something like Stable Diffusion. Castle built into a mountain, daytime, intricate detail, hyper realistic, octane render. So really small prompt. And I will try, let's see what a digital painting looks like with this same prompt. And just like that, the image has been changed into a digital painting. You can see that it's a completely different style now, but it still has the castles built on mountains. And so it's a very, very easy to use tool. And one of the things I love doing is just putting in a prompt and then trying out different styles just to see what the AI comes up with. The advanced style is actually one of my favorites. I like that one, but I want to check out the let's check out the sci-fi and see what that creates. And here is the sci-fi image, and you can see it's almost completely different image. Looks incredible. And it's, I guess this is the castles sci-fi style that it renders. You do see there is a seam right there, so you can tell that's where the image is stitched together. But everything else in it looks great, looks just incredible. Now you can actually download the full image, and it will create a 360 image that you can use. You can import it into whatever software you like. And then of course you can actually generate a depth map as well. And you can use that to create 3D images also. So now let's look at the actual brush tool. So I'm going to jump to one of the grids. I'll go to this one. And I'll use the brush to draw something. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to do, to just draw around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change to a different kind of prop. Actually, I'll just clear it like that. And I'm going to draw some stuff that kind of makes sense with the scene just to see what the AI does. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then jump back. Alright, so I drew just kind of 3 random images. This can probably be a house or something like that. I just drew a random archway. We'll see what the AI does with that. And I also drew just a random rectangle up in the sky. So I changed the prompt to busy city street. Daytime, everything else is still the same, but I've just changed it to a city street. And so now we're going to see what it generates, and we'll start with this sci-fi this time and see what happens. And here is the new sci-fi image, and it actually looks pretty good. If I bring my cursor down, you can see the image that I drew. So it created a little bit of a doorway, and it added some characters into the scene as well. And here is the arch that I created, and it used that once again to create another doorway. And then here's the random rectangle. It just used that as part of a building. And let me stop drawing. All right. So that actually is pretty cool. If I would have drew like, actually, you know, we'll try out some different styles and see what it does. But I wonder if I would have added like windows or something, if it would have put a house there. But this is the busy city street, I guess, in a futuristic kind of way. We'll check out, let's check out the anime art style and see what that creates. And here is the anime art style, and it actually looks really good. Now what I've noticed is sometimes when you use the drawing tool, it will elevate the camera up off the canvas in order to find stuff that will match what it is you're doing. But you can see what it did with the first image that I drew. It made it into the front of a building, and they actually added a little piece of artwork there to match the, I guess, the doorway that I created. For the archway, it used it as a top of another building. You can see it actually did curve the building up the top to match the archway. And then the random rectangle is looks like a bridge or an overpass for the top of the city, and it actually created a bunch of them going down. So you can see how just a little drawing like that actually impacted the style of the image and everything else going on in it. And so let's check out one more. Actually, before I do want to, let me download this one before we leave. See what that looks like. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful image right there. That just might be the thumbnail for this video. Alright, so let's try one more art style. Let's try cyberpunk. Let's see what that one does. And here is the cyberpunk image. So it brought us back to the ground. We can see, oh, okay, so here is my drawing. It actually didn't really do much with it. It tried its best, of course, but you can see it's just kind of just randomly generated stuff that kind of resembles what I drew, but not really. But the image itself still looks great regardless. The archway, yeah, didn't really do anything with the archway over here. What about the rectangle? Didn't do anything with the rectangle either. So it looks like this one just kind of did whatever it wanted to do. But I'm not gonna lie, it still looks really good. Really, really good. Nice futuristic city. Very nice steampunky. Very, very nice. For some reason there's a tiny little car here. But everything else looks great. So that is pretty much it for Skybox. Let me know in the comments below if you got any questions, any comments, you got any of your own creations, any tips for me. This is my first time using it, but man, it is awesome. I'm loving this thing. And if you'd like to see some more videos, maybe some prompt ideas, maybe pulling some prompts from Stable Diffusion, putting it in here, let me know. Just go ahead and let me know in the comments below anything you have. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.